I've got this frankly weird open facial interface here, and it's not some random Chinese knockoff. It is a genuine Meta product, but what the heck is it for? I mean, it's got no sides, it's got no nose guard, and it's very flexible. So what is it for? It just may be the most useless item I've ever seen. Until I realised exactly what it is for. Then I realised it wasn't weird. Well, it's still a bit weird, but it's also genius at the same time. Shall we find out what it's actually good for? Let's dive straight in, and remember, we're born to respawn. Before we go any further, I am a member of the MetaQuest Creator Program, but I did buy this open facial interface with my own money. This is not a sponsored video, and I'm free to say whatever I want about this accessory. I bought it as I thought it may solve a specific problem that I was having, but more on that later. Currently, this interface is only available for the MetaQuest 3. There is a mesh interface for the Quest 3S, but please avoid that if you can, because it's god-awful and very uncomfortable. More on that later as well. It says on the box, blend your physical and digital world on your MetaQuest 3 with an open facial interface. Play longer with a removable and washable cushioned fabric facial pad. Features an adaptive flexible design for a more comfortable fit. So it doesn't actually tell you what it's supposed to be used for. I guess blending your physical and digital worlds would lead you to believe that this is for mixed or augmented reality purposes, but it's all a bit vague. Open the box and you get the plastic frame with the thin pad installed and an extra thick pad included. Now, Meta doesn't have a good track record with facial interfaces. The ones on the Quest 3, 3 and 3S are pretty poor, and do you remember the recall over skin irritation? However, these pads are excellent, very good quality, soft, the textured surface feels nice on your face and doesn't slip about. I actually preferred the thicker pad, but that's a personal choice. The plastic frame is nicely moulded, flexible, and has this movable clasp so that you can crank the headset onto your face and it will flex to fit, which is a nice addition. Installation is easy, just pull out the OG interface and clip this one in. Simples. Once you have the interface installed, pop it on and it just feels weird. I am used to being fully immersed when in VR, even when playing in mixed reality, and having your peripheral vision intact feels a bit weird. I know I just keep saying the word weird, but it is just weird. At this point, I was very confused about just what this thing is for, but then I had an epiphany. During January, I've been doing Fat to Fit, a VR fitness challenge using Les Mills Body Combat, XR Workout and Fitness Fables amongst others. I had been using my MetaQuest 3S and I didn't want to get my Quest 3 all sweaty, as it's currently my main VR headset. But stupidly, I forgot to charge my Quest 3S, so picked up the Quest 3 instead, installed the open facial interface and got down to some serious cardio. But instead of sweat accumulating in the interface and stinging my eyes, I felt cool and refreshed. The open facial interface is perfect for working out in VR, especially if you're using Les Mills or Synth Riders mixed reality mode. Your peripheral vision is intact, so you can keep an eye on your position in your play space while also staying cool and letting air get to your face. It was an absolute revelation. Also, if you use your Quest 3 as an augmented reality office space, or perhaps use the excellent mixed reality office app Immersed, it is absolutely brilliant for maintaining spatial awareness. I then played some Drop Dead the Cabin from the Masters at Soul Assembly, and the extra vision really helped when playing the mixed reality Home Invasion, especially keeping an eye on your space with the extra periphery it grants. When I first saw this interface, I was literally like, what the f? But after using it for my fitness regime, I literally can't live without it. Plus, the added bonus of using it as an augmented reality office is a stroke of genius. It costs £39.99 in the UK, which, as with all Meta accessories, is about £10 overpriced. But if you do use your Quest 3 for working out, I can highly recommend this weird, slightly left field accessory. Now, remember I mentioned the god-awful breathable facial interface with the mesh cover for the MetaQuest 3S? Turns out it is exactly the same frame as the open facial interface, but altered for the Quest 3S. So I butchered it, ripped all the mesh off, slapped a bit of black masking tape around the nose guard to make it look better, added some sticky Velcro and stuck the spare facial pad onto it. I'm not saying you should do the same, but it worked for me, and as long as you don't look too closely, it does look quite official. As always though, what do you think? Do you work out in VR and want to avoid sweat stinging your eyes? Do you use your Quest 3 for productivity and think this accessory will be a boost to you? Or are you a couch potato who is not a fan of augmented reality? You know the drill. get involved and comment down below. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button. The algorithm loves the likes. If you loved this content, please subscribe and join my channel membership like these lovely people did. You get custom badges, emojis, and an exclusive members-only channel on my Discord. If you want to watch more content from me, you can click here or here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side.